from here.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Chouameni just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Vitz. And it's Barella. Osimhen. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's looking wide. Tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Konate with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Van Dijk. Now Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. This looks promising. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And he can thump it away. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Barella. Hernandez. Barella. Played back. Now Van de Ven. Threads one in. And this is... And the shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball has another go! Van de Ven. Van Dijk.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And here's Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? And for the first half, that is that. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So it's back to business. And it's Mendes. Konate, and they've switched it over to the other side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Conte. Chouameni. That has been slung wide. Very nicely done. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Surely now! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Dijk is offering a wry smile there.
Barella. And here's Osimhen. And here's Wirtz. Tries a shot! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Osimhen has created one goal already. And it's Eze. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Eze, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Messi being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Haaland gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11, Mbappe.
Van Dijk.
Number 5, Messi.
Now Van de
Coming on the
Ven.
field, number 20, Robert Lewandowski.
Hernandez.
Number 21,
Hernandez
Kvaratskhelia.
venturing down the left.
Number 10, Mohamed Salah. Substitution in progress.
Looking for the run. Decent chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number
United
22.
making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass.
Tries one from range! Bragantino have the chance to go the other way. Van de Ven. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tchouaméni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, easy pickings there. Eze, Chouameni, looking tidy in possession here, and here's Kvaratskhelia. Bragantino do have a chance to counter here. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Marlon. Van Dijk wins the duel this time.
Bragantino really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's played it back. And it's Barella. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! Into the lead once more! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bragantino have their lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Eze. Manchester United could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's a promising position. So much time and space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Marlon.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Can he finish? And that's it. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United, they just didn't seem to have a plan, having been forced into chase mode so early, Peter. The players seem...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He won't be happy with that one.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuong really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tchouaméni clears it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Osimhen is onto this. Tchouaméni. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Some really good ball movement. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival, looking for the run. Now it's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Thuong. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Played out to the left flank. Mendes getting forward. Now here's the diving header! Tries to get it clear. He's in a great position here. And he's heaved it away. Strong running down that left flank. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Good ball, good take. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Dijk. Barella plays the ball back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Can he get it through? Takes a shot! Deftly away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
No, he's not getting past him there. Tchouaméni running with intent. And here's Thuong over to the right flank. That is Conte. Nuno Mendes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. Swings in across. Hernandez tries to clear. Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Mbappe, rapid and full of intent. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe. It's a good spell of possession, this. Barella receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through. And it's Wirtz. And that interception was... So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. And maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Van Dijk.
Manchester United always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Mbappe! Nice control. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Referee has just said play on. Conte. Now it's Thuong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. That'll be a throw. Conte. Mendes has it out wide and in space. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Great vision. He's having a pop! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have movement on both benches. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Hernandez.
Number 20.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Kante wins the duel this time. Bragantino do have a chance to counter here. DiMarco. Oh, that's neat. DiMarco stood his ground strongly. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Bragantino have their third corner. DiMarco puts them all in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hernandez. Barella looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number 23, Barella.
Kvaratskhelia with the short one.
Number 7, Eze.
And it's Van Dijk.
Number 18,
Looking tidy in possession here.
Greenwood.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Substitutions taking place.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now this could be a chance. That's very neat. It's Lewandowski! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's on it, can he get away? Very nicely done.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and
the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Lewandowski is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Kvaratskhelia plays it short. Van Dijk. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Engages and forces him off the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Alexander-Arnold. Bragantino need to make something happen here. And they've switched it over to the other side. Lewandowski. Eze. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. And that is expertly dealt with. Greenwood. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
The area around the stadium is strictly forbidden.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Paid parking facilities in the area. Substitution.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Hernandez. And here's the chance to counter. This looks promising. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rice. And Gravenberch. And here's Marlon, driving through the middle. Chouameni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Chouameni. That's Eze. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Marlon. Havertz, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break.
Reminder today, everybody, to make sure
So 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner?
Coming on the field.
15 minutes to find a winner, or else penalties.
6, Alexander-Arnold.
Eze. Gravenberch. Can he get on the end of this? Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Chouameni with the clearance. Passes short and sharp. Haaland! Oh, he's done it! Well, would you believe that? A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Bragantino have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's found some space. That is lovely. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Eze. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Gea is there to clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van de Ven.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. He's having a hit! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
He is just caressing the ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Conte, lovely pass, but can he get chance? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Nuno Mendes, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van Dijk. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. More and more pressure on the ball here. Schlotterbeck. Eze. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Manchester United are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Nuno Mendes. Just eases him off the ball. Eze.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. He is through here. A lot of space ahead of him. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Now it's Eze. Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Rafinha. Great vision. And the pass is intercepted. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Mbappe. Played in with purpose.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That is Conte. That is lovely. And Rafinha goes looking wide. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Keeper has taken decisive action. Osimhen. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Conte. And here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi gets into a good position. Good read, needed to be. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chouameni. And it's Mendes. Played towards the other side. Schlotterbeck. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is the time you need that pace.
Barella. Nuno Mendes. And Rafinha. And here's Haaland. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eze. Eze going forward. Eze. Now, can they shot a goal? And he's straight offside. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too...
Shot, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! And a neat finish! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Forwards and with intent. And they win it back again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe. Chouameni. Oh, good read. Barella currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Haaland. Manchester United still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. He's in a great position here. Chouameni. Nuno Mendes. That pass has been well intercepted. Pedro Porro. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some...
He's rising!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's neat. And it's Chouameni, played out to the left flank. Eze.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Eze. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's had it nicked away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Messi. And here's Eze.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Serves up across. Bragantino have reclaimed it. And it's Porro. Chouameni.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 23, Barella.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Manchester United restore parity.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And he skips past his man. Oh, good spread. Conte knocks it into space. Lofted in. He leaps for it. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
Substitution.
Havertz. Greenwood. To Havertz.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
2 added minutes has been
Kvaratskhelia has the space to scheme. Schlotterbeck getting this one clear. Chouameni. Marlen. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Lewandowski. Chouameni. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then. Extra time is coming up. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Manchester United displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Bruno Fernandes. That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. Bruno Fernandes. That's a good ball out wide. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hernandez. And Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Greenwood. Aimed beyond the defence. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
To Havertz. Xiao. Tries to play it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Stood up well to him there. Kvaratskhelia. Very nicely done. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia! And no! And it is half-time in extra time.
And we come to you now with a quick request.
So those 15 minutes have
How
flown
chance
by.
in football.
Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Him is number 6.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Has to go back here. Thuong chasing after it. Havertz wins the duel this time. Havertz. And this is Lewandowski. And a header! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's DiMarco. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Greenwood! Brilliant from Greenwood! A finish right from the top draw! And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
The intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Van de Ven. Manchester United controlling the possession in this early phase. Now it's Osimhen, and the pass is intercepted. Schlotterbeck. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Mbappe! Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Oh, he's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Garcia claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Vitz. Can he finish? Manchester United already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Now it's Eze. Barella. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe picks it up out wide. They're urging him to shoot. Pedro Porro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Manchester United really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. Messi. He's had it taken off him.
Such good technique.
And here's Thuram. Good ball, good take. Conte. Manchester United are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Osimhen. Schlotterbeck. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Barella. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to get rid. Hernandez. Chouameni. Van de Ven. Looking to play him in. Saliba calmly. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Substitution.
Manchester United just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Great vision. Saliba cuts it out. Eze. And here's Haaland. Thinks about the shot. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chouameni spread it left. Marlon, he's onside. Flashes it across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Barella is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Chance! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have movement on both benches. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
In by DiMarco. Bullish header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now it's Haaland. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Eze, Hernandez, Mbappe finds himself offside. Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rice. Lovely pass, but can... There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Can he spark a counter here? Can he latch on to this? Alexander-Arnold, lofted in, tries to get it clear. And here's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, well played, he's taken that really cleanly. And they win it back again. Rice, played out to the left flank. DiMarco.
There they go, hunting again.
And he's had it nicked away. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. Chouameni. And here's Marlon. Real chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now this could be a chance. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's DiMarco. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Eze.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's quick to return it. Eze. Chouameni. Now Hernandez. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Eze. And it's been played through. Can he finish?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Marlon.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for the run. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. With so little time left, grandstand finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 23,
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play. Bragantino give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And here's Haaland.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He is through here. Oh, nice touch. And the number on the board is 3. And that is that. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.